It's just business.
My heart was already broken.
Think carefully, my friend. Ah, reckon.
Charge cancellation fee.
Do not confuse cowardice for wisdom. First to the forge.
Only friend, please.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another SVU live stream. I'm Coach Kev. We're jumping in here. Quarterfinals of the National Tournament. We got SVU Knights versus Clark. We'll see what happens. These teams met in the playoffs, where the Knights won 2-1. Ooh, gonna start out with a double ward. Inefficiency. And Iskander in there for ADC instead of Mappy. We're already seeing a little bit of de-synergy with that early ward. So it's going to be a sub in for the Mapster. And we'll see how the Knights can navigate that here in this pivotal match. It's going to be a best of 3. Soa Lion, Michael Yagubian, Atlas, and Eucalyptus still filling out the rest of the roster. And it looks like they got champions that they're familiar with. Galio versus Lissandra here in the mid lane. Tom Kench versus Set in the top lane. With Pope coming in. Engage from the Nautilus. Onto the Kate. They're going to try to trade back a little bit of auto attacks. So align with that level 2. First, going to get some damage in. So this should be an interesting one here. Move this up a little bit far. They're hitting level 2. Gonna get combos there. Done for a year. First blood will go over, so just totally out of position for that level 2 spike. And maybe a little bit of nerves coming in. Elementary decision. So we'll see what happens here. Kill did go over to the Nautilus, and Jinx flashed, so has some opportunity to return visit on that. Visit at all. Gonna get the flash from the Galio, but will waste Ignite, so spamming buttons there. Should have held the Ignite. Oh, we'll miss the W, and this is gonna be a death. Soa Lion will get the trade at least, but messing up the buttons. Not using the potion either. Tens of more health could have lived. So Knights with down 2 kills. But got 1 in retaliation. Damage on the set. Attack. They'll go in. But he's getting low, doesn't have shield, so we'll just die. And that's 3 kills over the Knights. We'll get the trade though, but another kill in the bot lane. Eucalyptus going down again. Not sure how that happened. Knights down 4-2 here in the early game. So, nothing too bad. Knights just need to farm up. Cull there for the Jinx. I feel like could get something rolling down here in the bot lane with some ganks. Kindred needs to farm up. I think they're going to take their loop on here. So Kindred could skip camp here and find a Jinx kill. But not going to do it. Doing a lot of damage. Kindred not looking down here and should be. They're so aggressive. But is going to be looking mid. Might be the better call. Not sure. Mid's looking juicy as well, but going to back off after shoving that wave in. So not going to be a play. Atlas cannot die with this wave. So we'll see how the Knights adapt. Oh, here comes the fight mid, but full HP Galio and now Zahin. Soa Lion just gonna die, playing it way too aggressive, and the Knights coming out fighting so much. Not sure why. So they're gonna have to get their act together here. Too much fighting. And might be underestimating their opponents here in the early stages. So nothing to fight over there. Nautilus not gonna flash. It's like Dragon coming up. One getting comboed.
This one's for you.
Fight going on at level 6 or level 6 Kindred to level 5. With this getting hooked again. Gonna have to back up. Laning phase, we have seen that as a weakness here for the Knights.
Brilliant.
Just gonna allow the Jinx to sit. He's gonna take a tower shot. Has good timing on it. Zaheen coming up here though. Atlas in trouble. Doesn't quite know it just yet. Now realizes. Should flash. It's gonna save the flash. We'll get the ignite with the flash, so that's pretty good. We'll get ulted here. Still has shield, so this could be a mistake by Set. He'll fly. He'll screw up his own flash, and the slow comes in. Atlas, the savior for the Knights, will get a double kill in the top lane. They totally overplay their hand, and Atlas got every button. Didn't even use his ignite. Had it calculated. Okay, here we go. Ulti, he's gonna have flash. I think he kills through flash. Should go over to the Kindred and will. So nice to get a couple kills back. We do not want to shove that wave. I don't know why they're panicking in the bot lane. Okay, this guy is trolling. Might should be able to pick up that kill. He wanted his chickens. Did not have the firepower to get them. Alright, the Knights with no mana, no health. They don't need to step out, but they're going to anyway. So Jinx getting a lot of money, up 40 CS there in a bot lane. So maybe setting up a dive here with the Galio. No, just going to rotate up to Dragon. So grubs for Dragon. It's a fine trade. I don't know where they're going. Recalling. Looking for the Set. Here comes the Guvian. Gonna go in. Gonna get the knock up on the Set. Set with no flash. Does have ulti. Will use it there. Still has shield. Gonna get eaten up. And will die without the shield coming off. So. Knights regain the gold lead. But that bot lane still looking scary here. The Jinx online. See if Caitlyn can get some CS and make a comeback. clear out some vision. It's gonna be good. Here comes the gank bot. So they need to chill out. You'll see the Zaheen right now. Clear out a ward. Nothing to really fight for here. So everybody just CSing. Big jungle lead for the Knights. Knights gonna be on blue side, remember. Atlas doing some work up top lane, up 20 CS after that double kill. Looking good. See if the Knights can get a fight down here with the Kindred coming. I don't know if the Kindred's wanting to do this or not. Galio is mid. I feel like he can. Nautilus is engaging on repeat. Okay, Tom Kench looking for the 1v1. Does not have Ignite though. Gets stunned up. Gonna get combo, but that's all of Set's damage. And Tom just gonna slap him down. So rampaging Tom Kench in the top lane for the Knights. Time there. Won't get the mark from the camp. I don't know what the mark situation is from the kills. Looking at 6 marks. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. I was wondering why there was one spawning on the red buff already. Look at the Galio. Not going to have the damage. Just going to do a little bit of poking and a little bit of running. The Knights going to shove in a wave down pot. Kench coming in from the shadows, 2 levels up on the set. Does have Ignite this time. Doesn't have ult, so feeling a little bit scared. Dodge out from Cantor. Gubian looking for the Zaheen. Getting some damage in, but the rotate coming in from mid and bot lane is going to deter the aggression. Will alleviate a little bit of pressure, though, down bot. So Alliance running out of damage here on the Galio. Might be looking to go bot or do something. Trying to get up the scuttle and engage going on bot lane. Ulti will go through and it will hit Jinx and the Nautilus. So a big combo coming in. The Knights rotating. The Jinx is out of position. If the Knights can get down here, they can clean this up. They'll kill one. No, the Jinx will get excited and kill the other. Where's my camera going? They're looking for the kills on the Jinx. They'll get the flash ulti in. They'll use the Kindred ult to survive. It'll be a 2 for 2 at the end of the day.
Inevitable.
So they do get that kill on the Jinx. But they lose their bot lane once again. Gonna set them up for dragging. What is this? Well, what are we freezing about? Sandra's not in the booth. Alright, we got Rebuff, we got Dragon, Herald is up. Will there be a supports roams to Herald? Who knows? They don't see Nautilus quite yet. 3 levels. Set trying to take a 1v1. Might have a lot of damage. Atlas gonna realize that he doesn't. Go in, we'll get the flash. So Atlas still asserting dominance in the top lane. So getting that dragon is huge. The Knights able to get the bottom side objective when top side is where their strength is. So should be able to easily get the top side objective as well. Team trying to catch up in form, but falling behind. Atlas tongue will not land. So the bot lane look like they're going to be a fight. Trying to freeze it, but it's not frozen, so the Knights are fine. They just need to chill, but they're getting a little antsy. Need to have some patience. Going up for the set will be a kill for Yagubian. Soul line in mid low, but not going to die. Just yet, at least. Herald's going to get dropped top. The Knights getting a lot done. Oh no, not going to drop it. Just going to get this turret. Maybe drop it for the second turret or save it. Don't know. With the posturing, it looks like we're going to drop it for the second turret. They are pushing bot. Going to have to abandon this tier 1 turret, but there's a TP in from the Gallia. Oh no. Troll. I'm going to go for mid and miss it. Oh my goodness. Well, that was troll. You know, you can't account for everything. Overthinking it, trying to hit him with it, I guess, or something. I don't know. Bad, no matter what. Okay, the mid lane switching over to mid, or the bot lane switching over to mid now. Soul line gonna pick up that speed boost from that little fire. Gonna help him out. Kindred looking for the Zahin. Good amount of chunk damage. Comes the Jinx. Knights can figure out that vision smartly. Soul line getting the set, take a turret shot. Eat that W. It's not going to do too much though. Soul line liking the odds. Doesn't really need this kill, but gonna chase it nonetheless. They need to deal with mid lane. What is going on mid lane? Where is the defense? Soul line trying to fight. Don't really want to be in kissing distance with the set. Doing clearing out some wards. Dragon in a minute 20. Nautilus is going to replace them. Gooping and hit the blast or the vision cone and reveal that one as well. So Soul line not liking this lane assignment. Going to try to switch it up with so Set's going to get this plates on this tower, but is at half HP. Atlas could play for it, but not going to. We have 4 here. Could throw the ulti and will. Here comes the engage from the Knights. They get a 3-man root from the Lissandra. They instantly explode the Jinx. Can they win the rest of the fight? Where's the Kindred ult? Not going to use it just yet. Going to let his Cantor die. Not going to let Eucalyptus die, though. You have the revive here on the Zahin, so just going to need to kill him under the turret like that, and then re-engage on it if you can. Soul line getting low. They'll get the shutdown over to Zahin. Like a big shutdown coming in. Atlas walking to the fight. So it's a bloody one. Knights come out 2 for 3 so far. Don't know if they'll be able to get much else. Second, I look to W. Does have the ultimate if you can find an angle on the Kench. Dragon is up. So Knights find some kills. Kindred very strong, but wasn't as clean as I would have liked. Oh, we got time. incredibly tanky Tom Kench. Kindred needs to get some camp kills. The Knights really not wanting to fight too bad right now. They do have a gold lead. He's going to fight for this scuttle, trying to deny the mark. Not coming for it. Jinx will get excited. Kindred going to have to back up. Here comes the Kindred. Wants to shot, but might just need to fight first. Jinx overextends and goes down. Could be 2 kills. Nautilus getting low. Nautilus getting slowed. Nautilus going to have to Spider-Man his way out, but not going to be able to. The snipe comes in from his Candor. So an opportunity shows itself while Kindred trying to town, and now the Knight's looking at a Baron. I don't know about that one. Kindred is strong. How much gold are we sitting on here? Whoa. That's cool. Oh, it's 2K. When you have 11K, what's 2K? These Knights completely throw the game. Stop stepping on the vision thing, Tom. I don't know what he's doing. Now Eucalyptus doing it. And they're not contesting. Come on. Alright, so the Knights on the reset here. Trying to protect the set. Should just cast the W, doesn't count. So gonna get a reset in for the Kindred, gonna get back on the map. See what the Knights can do with this Baron. After a shaky early game, the Knights turning things around. Jinx still strong. Caitlyn trying to get online. But the tankiness from Clark's going to be coming in soon. Kindred, 3 items though. With that Lord Dom's going to be able to deal with the tankiness quite well for the most part. It'll come down to, can you keep the Kindred alive and kill them all? Or will Clark find a way to shut down the Kindred? You know that Tom Kench will keep the Kindred alive if things get dire, but Tom Kench has a hard way to get in the fight, it seems like. Kindred looking for the Zaheem, 3 levels up. Zaheem trying to fight. Oh no, this could be bad. Okay. Kindred. Gubian smartly backs off. You know, Kindred, she's the type of champion that's like, you know, it looks great right up until it doesn't. So we want to keep it looking great. Oh, this is not good. Oh, Yagubian behind enemy lines. Could be a fight here. Going to fail the flash. Going to have to hold. He-Man ult from Seraphine. Where's the Tom Kench key? Where is the Tom Kench? And that's exactly what we didn't want to see. So Yagubian trolls it. And gives over a humongous shutdown. And that's exactly what I was just talking about. You're living on, you feel strong, you're living on the edge, but you gotta be smart. It only takes 1 shutdown, 1 good fight, and the tables turn, and then you do nothing. So we'll see. Now that Vision's getting set up for Clark, the Knights can regain control of the river. That's what I'm talking about with the Tom Kench ult. You know, ideally Tom Kench can ult, but Tom Kench is never there. And that shouldn't have been a fight anyway. So, I mean, it makes sense that Tom Kench isn't there, but, you know. So here comes the possible fight in the jungle. Eucalyptus is going to flash off, and the Knights essentially wasting their Baron. I don't even think they got a single tower. Maybe they got that mid-tier too. Maybe that was, yeah. I thought that was already dead, but I don't think it was. So they do end up getting the mid-tier too. I don't know what they were trying to do after that, but whatever it was bad. Bad. That's what we call it around here. Alright, so the Knights looking to make something happen. Galio has no vision in the river, so he's going to back up. Knights have set up for Dragon. Lion gives away the position. Ruby gonna poke. Poke again. It's kind of like an AD LeBlanc right here. with the movement, with the poke, they're going to realize they cannot fight this dragon. I think that's good for the Knights. I mean, the Knights scale quite well, I feel like. No pressure to fight there and try to slingshot the game. Just play for this soul. See what happens. Coming up, Baron going to be coming back online at a minute 20. So Knights on 3 dragons, looking for that soul in a couple minutes. Also possibly looking for Baron. That sounds good. After 4 marks, gains blah 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 every 3 marks. Okay, so 4, 7. Okay, so we have 2 away from another power up or something. Alright, setting up Baron Vision. You have good Baron damage with the Kindred and the Caitlyn. They have double ADC. Caitlyn on 2 items. River. We've going over the wall, trying to poke down the Nautilus. Nautilus might look to go in. Eagle is going to clear out some vision here. Let's get control of the Baron area. Baron up in 8 seconds. Atlas on his horse over there. Aggressive. They're gonna have to be careful though. Move the Tom here. Or an ult if needed, but you gotta coordinate that. You know, you don't wanna. You got the Kindred ult, you got the Tom ult. The Kindred might want to fight, you know, like and not be there's a lot of question marks, a lot of planning. Here they come, coming through the choke. This could be a flip here. Other Knight's gonna go for the fight. Look at the Baron, it does not look like a good fight. Low. So here comes the eat from the Tom. Can he get out? Flashing out. Atlas flash button doesn't work. Needs to flash. I don't know. I think he can flash. Can he flash with the guy in his stomach? Can he not? Out of control. They're gonna need to find a fight. So see if they can find it here. Knights on the back foot. Do have a Baron buff on a couple people. Dragon coming up in 1 minute.
It's just business.
My heart was already broken.
Back to sleep then.
I reckon.
Foolish child.
Do not confuse cowardice for wisdom.
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
Only friends, please. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in game number 2. The Knights winning game number 1, but it's a very close game. We'll see what happens here in game number 2. Similar setup here with the Kindred versus Zahim jungle matchup. Kindred AFK. Nautilus in the bot lane versus the Seraphine top lane. You got the set. But this time Mundo coming out for Atlas and Vex coming out for Soa Lion. Going in for a trade. We'll get the electrocute proc, get a couple autos in. Nautilus coming in with So, we'll see what ends up happening here in this one. Knights had a rough early game last game, but ended up turning it around there. Kindred got extremely far ahead. What will be the story of this game? Knights trying to close it out in 2. Clark trying to push a game 3 here. This is the best of 3. Winner goes on to semifinals here at Nationals. Nico's gonna try to collect the CS here at the church. He'll lose his briefcase. So Lion getting close to kill range here against the Quay. He can land an EQ. And his flash WEQ will ignite. Alice should be able to trade back. Oh, he's gonna flash it first. I don't know if that's enough damage. It will be! So, Soa Lion has it calculated. First blood over to the Soa. Nautilus gonna miss the hook. Knights can push up and get to shove while Nautilus has no hook. But they're not auto-attacking the wave, so it's gonna be a slow push. Alice was shining light for the Knights in the last game after getting that double kill turnaround gank. Let's see if he can do anything else. Knights very scared of that Nautilus. Playing with a little bit of fear down there. Set has Ignite, has Flash, has W, so you don't really want to try to dive this guy. I don't think that's what Yugubi's doing, just up here getting camped. We'll get scouted out. Atlas trying to trade. We'll get the kill. Atlas still dominating the top lane here for the Knights. Kindred into the mid lane. No flash on this guy. We'll just get a chunk of damage in. We'll get rooted up. So Knights 2-0 here to start things off. Get a little bit of trade back in damage there. Cookies coming in for the Misfortune will be nice. So things just going. Nothing crazy happening just yet. Just that Cannon minion. Nope, nope, nope. Should be able to get it. Get up there. Wabo. Yeah, we know he's in there. Not much you can do about it at this moment. Play behind the minion. Gonna get hit by that Q. Why are we giving him an angle? Alright, so the Knights don't know that they towned here. Need to go push this wave, but they're so afraid of the Nautilus being in that bush. Mark up the top side. That'll be nice for the Kindred. Not going to be as accelerated as last game, I don't think, but we'll see. There's always that chance. Range advantage in mid for Clark's mid laner. Okay, here comes Zaheen looking for this. Level 6 on the Kindred, though. Looking for a kill on the Zaheen. Zaheen does have flash. Here comes the rotate. Can they get the Vex involved? No, Vex should have been cheating over. That should have been a kill. Vex with ult. I feel like could have cut that spacing a little bit better. It's a red buff fight. Doesn't hit level 6 off that, and that's going to spell death for the Zaheen. So Yagubian on the board. Knight's early game going well. Set trying to freeze the wave, but then it's going to shove it. I don't know what he's doing. These guys, I don't know where they're going either. Oh, they're going to ward us. Well, they got their wards mixed up. Should have pink warded the Tribush, regular warded the Dragon, but Eucalyptus. Gonna get out of that one. So, Vex getting speared. Turning the tables on the Vex is the way. Okay, Hook will come in, but I should be able to trade back a little bit. The shield absorbing all the damage. So down in CS is a misfortune, but looking better than game 1. The Kindred looking for Zaheen. Here comes the rotate. It'll be another dangerous situation. Last time they backed off nicely. This time looks like they're doing the same. Clark's whole team rotating out. The Knights should just be pushing bot, but trying to counter rotate. A little bit of miscommunication, miscoordination there. We'll clear that ward, which will be nice. Use some spells here. Okay, looks like Vex coming down for a play. Smite will go over to the Zaheen. Looking for a play here. Can they find an angle? Vex needs to just be on this wall. Could look for an ulti, but isn't going to look, I guess with all sums up, it's unlikely to work. Knight's feeling patient. I think that's wise. Could be fighting for Grubs. I think Grubs is the easier fight. So now, will Nautilus head to Grubs out of spawn is the real question. It'll kind of play away from their plan of trying to get some picks here on the bot lane, but would enable a fight possibility there. Mark on set surely will give away the plan. Why are we watching this? Let me see the setup here. Zaheen just starting things up and the Knights don't know. So Lion is gonna peek at this. Needs to peek harder. Why are we not? We're not getting vision of it. Zaheen is sneaking this whole time. He has flash. The Healing Lamp is not going to be any follow-up CC, so he's just going to flash out. Or he's not going to flash at all and just die. Or he's going to flash eventually. The Knights give up the grubs. I feel like that's such a huge mistake. Don't have vision of it. Zaheen can go over the wall and sneak all the grubs. So a Lion just lazy pathing there, not getting vision of the grubs, not seeing that sneak angle. They're looking for the trade for the Baron. Luckily the bot lane here from Clark distracted with trying to get some kills. Not going to go up and check the dragon, so both junglers going to sneak objectives. Assuming that he did this, yes, well. The Knight's still in the lead a little bit. Would have liked to have seen a grubs fight though. Not gonna lie. So everybody's just farming. Pretty farming. Should probably stay, or misfortune I mean, but won't. We're starting to get some pressure on the enemy jungler though. We'll steal away this red buff. That'll be nice. Atlas up a level here in top lane, still doing well from carryover from game 1. Okay, now a repeat on the what's-his-face way, and that isn't the way. He dies mid with a great gank from the Kindred and a great ult hit there from your boy Solo. Two plates here. He's gonna start proxying. Set has no answer for that at the moment. So Knights top side looking great. Zaheen is bot side recalling, so Knights is getting a bunch of things done. The bot lane doing a great job absorbing the pressure down here. Dragon in 3 minutes, Herald in 2. I feel like Herald probably should be fought for from the Knights. Alright, they're going to try to go for the window here. Window with Ghost, with ult. Run away. Not going to kill him. He's Window. He goes where he pleases, and he pleases to leave the jungle. They are going to protect that Kindred camp, though. Kindred not even up there. Get it, so no big deal. Can we ping the ward, please? Thank you. Alright, so we're going to eat a wave to push it. Not ideal, but luckily the cannon RNG in our favor. Window really doesn't want to fight the set here. I don't think he does because he's feeling confident, but the Ignite plus the ulti, I mean, he screws up the flash again though. Set not really using the flash well. Last game more of this. Now Yakubian here should be able to get a free kill. And will. So Atlas with a good bait up there with the Yakubian in the river. Set messing up the flash. Trying to be flashy. So that is great. Kindred 3-0. Let's check the marks. Let's go into the vault here. 5 marks. I don't know what that's like compared to game 1. I remember we were at 6 when I checked, but I had no clue what the time was. So kind of irrelevant to compare. I don't have the statistics here, but this tower going down could be huge. I don't think it will. That's why you play Ziggs. I've been trying to get Iskander on Ziggs, but just haven't been able to get him on it. He's been not wanting to play. He's been a little scared to play Ziggs. You know, I've been begging him, trying to get him on the Ziggs. We can destroy turrets, but just not feeling it. He's just not feeling it. So what's the next objective? Dragon here in 30 seconds? What's that going to be like? Sounds fun. Gonna be a trip. See what we can do. Taking a trip to the old dragon. Ooh, wave in a bad spot here. How'd this happen? What have we done? But Dragon's up, so this won't last that long. How is Misfortune going to get to the fight? This guy has flash. Anyway, we're going to fear. Can we kill him before he flashes? No. Yes, we can. The predict on the Q from So Lion. Ooh, and Herald. Ooh. So, Window gonna race for the first turret against the mid lane. We'll get it top lane. Mid lane sure to follow. Dragon is here. Whoa, Vex with the old 360 move. Whoa, where are we going? What's the plan? And we're going nowhere. They got us for 3 minutes. Alright. Oh, here comes this Caitlyn is not aware of the situation. Our whole team is in that bush, my friend. We'll get bailed out. But the launch! Oh no, we're getting baited. Oh my goodness, we have the Kindred ult. There's a turret here. Misfortune is here. Can we get a Kindred ult? Okay, Kindred ult. We drop a Misfortune ult on top of this. Drop a Misfortune ult. There it comes. Oh, can't quite get the kill. Can snipe it with the Solo Lion. Looking for some more fears. Here comes some damage, and the Knights are turning it around. And the flash in from his Cantor the Great. But it was mid. It's Cantor the mid. Should be the name. But I like the idea. Good Misfortune, good fight overall for the Knights. They do lose 2. But they pick up a few in retaliation. Shutdown will go over for both the Soa Lion and Michael Yagubian, which is not great. And what happened here? Mundo, where are you? Your tower's being annihilated. What were you doing? Should have TP'd or something, probably. Atlas has that mentality of like, hey, if my button isn't used, then I have it. But I like the mentality of, if you're not using the cooldown of your button, then you're being inefficient. Okay? Hey, surely he has ability haste. Whoa, where are we going? I don't know how to check this. Is that a stat? Still? Ability haste. What is that? Well, I'm sure he has. Yeah. Oh, give me that. I don't know if we got it, but hey, well, okay. Oh, give me that. I got that one. Oh, and our support is here. You didn't see that one coming. And our Kindred is bot lane gonna kill Hwei. Oh no, there's a turret here. Never mind. He's TPing away. He's TPing away. What a guy. So Knight's in a good position here, but not great. Not ideal one, but a good one. Pick up this turret. Atlas is gonna just absorb the pressure. This guy, I don't know what he's trying to do. It's Mundo, bruh. He's the magical Mundo. Nautilus. Bubble Fett. Alright, so we're collapsing on the Nautilus. Hit the open. We'll get the fear. He'll miss the Spider-Man. Whoa, we can award that push. Oh, capitalizes on the ult reset. Yes, it's Cantor coming in with the double kill. Trying to reclaim the great tag there on the end of his name. We'll go 2-0 here. It's potentially pivotal game 2. Set tickling Mundo. Reach this plate. How did he do so much damage? What is it? What is this balance? How is that balanced? What does Z do? Max turret health damage? Kill that minion! Why do I watch this? Alright. Knights in a good position. Similar position to what they were in before. But with a couple more kills. So, still good, not great. Baron coming up. Dragon coming up. Baron's a little bit risky. A little bit, I'd say. On the riskometer, it's probably like an 8. Dragon, like a 2. So I'd rather go for the dragon, but it's a minute away. It's kind of boring. So for the hype, maybe we go for the Baron. Hype things up around here. But we want to win, so maybe we go for the win. We'll see what they do. Ooh, Caitlyn. Ooh, good trap placement. I think we're going to sneak into that bush. Can she get around that ward though? Atlas is here, throwing briefcases. Should hold position if possible. Gonna try to get the push. Soul line with no TP up top lane, so potential 4v5 situation. Knights looking to possibly trade Baron here. Okay, this is the plan. No, it's not. Okay, I was gonna say. I was a little bit concerned. Could just loose this. Oh, I would go for that. Oh, I would go for that if I was so alive. Why aren't we engaging? Go! Where's my Vex? Oh my goodness, the hesitation. Knight's still doing okay. Yubi's still alive somehow. He can get some help. They get 4, but they lose the jungler and can't do the Baron. Oh, the hesitation. It's the seed of defeat. Ask a colleague. So Knights win the fight, but don't get any objectives. Yubi dying with Flash. I feel like that had to be. But the Knights in a good position here. 8K, 2 dragons. Should be able to go get this third. Maybe force a fight. Long respawn on our level, what is it, level 15 or something, Kindred? Or was that last game? Level 14, okay. So, still 3 levels up on the Taheen, which is nice, but long death spawn, death timers, I mean. Yeah, kill that blast cone. Kill it. Kill it. So Lion going to take this farm. Knight's gonna get a free dragon, and I mean, the Knight's playing well. I mean, I like, I'm aggressive, so I, you know, want to see the angles, and I want it, but the Knights. Only thing bad about that fight was letting the Kindred die.
Blue team's turret.
Whether that was Kindred's fault, or somebody else's, don't know. But Kindred dying, not good. Stopped us from getting the Baron, which we really should have had. Soul line can throw the fear in the set space. Second, try to find a W angle. Not doing any damage with it though. And the set just hasn't been looking good. Won in game 1. I think they had that botch dive. Tom Kench really took control after that, but maybe thinking they could run it back. The Knights early picking the Mundo, denying that same matchup, but then they still picked the set into it. And it just hasn't looked good. I mean, Atlas doing a fantastic job in that top lane. For a little bit more though, don't start the Baron just off that set kill, and I think that's smart. I think, you know, set with TP, short death timer. Gonna need something a little juicier. Mid turret can get some gold here to the Knights. Angle can't do that. Oh, what an ult from Eucalyptus, finding 2, almost 3. Finds the slow Eucalyptus when the ulti opens up the enemy base. Finds the angle. Has been getting pushed all game, but still has the confidence and the presence of mind to find that angle. And the Knights trying to get that turret, and I feel like it should have been a Baron. Trying to do both. See if that backfires miserably. Shouldn't. Hey, a lot of things shouldn't happen. So Atlas still pushing in bot lane. We'll get this turret. The Knights taking a significant cold lead at this point. Have their dragons. Have the Baron soon. This thing longer than I thought. Should have the Baron. All in 2 minutes. Can they see the Baron? Can they get anything done? Can they find another good thing? They don't have a ton of engage options. That's why the ulti from Eucalyptus was so big. I mean, yeah, you have the Vex, but it's difficult for Vex to find an engage angle against the likes of Nautilus, the likes of Set. You know, similar to Lee Sin, where you can like piggyback off of somebody, but you don't have as much mobility to get to that second line of rank. So unless you take a goofy angle and find a miracle R, it's really hard to engage. It can take a lot of space to flash in. Now with this Zanya's online, should be able to possibly find a more aggressive positioning Set or Hui on this off angle. If the Knights knew about that, should be able to take it. But they don't know.